It's been my pleasure for the past 7 years as governor to see us spend over $20 billion between state and federal resources on the infrastructure of our state, on our mass transit systems, and helping out our municipalities do the very same thing with their local roads. The plan that we had put in place 5 years ago was running out of time and was running out of money, and so we started to work this past spring and summer, and unfortunately, to the chagrin of some, into the fall, to try to come up with a package that would make sense for New Jersey's long-term future. So working with all the leaders in the legislature, we were able to do that. We were able to finally put our TTF on a solid financial footing with the increase of the gas tax. And just as importantly, we were able to come to an agreement about reducing taxes that were hurting families across this state as well at the very same time. That's what bipartisanship is all about. Everybody doesn't get everything they want, but everybody gets some of what they need. And that's what we did with this bill. So I always said I was willing to increase the gas tax. I've been telling Ray that for years, but I told him it had to be tax fairness. And I know whether it was Ray or whether it was Bobby Bryant or Nelson Ferreira or a whole bunch of my other friends in this business, they all thought I wasn't going to do it. I know. You all were doubting me. I know it.
Not me.
You all thought I wasn't going to do it.
I never did.
But I tell you this, I told you, I gave you my word. And I think one thing that's been a hallmark of this administration, and some people like it and some people don't, depending on what I'm giving my word on, is when I say I'm going to do something, I will do it. When I say I won't, I won't. Now, sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Sometimes it's a little messier. Sometimes you'd all like it done a little more quickly. But in the end, what matters is what gets done. And I'd like to point out to all those people who are critical of the gas tax that even after our increase in the gas tax and our average price per gallon still has remained significantly lower than New York, Pennsylvania, and Connecticut. And if you have any doubt about that, still watch all the cars that come across those bridges around here from Pennsylvania to buy their gas in New Jersey and then go back. So now we have an 8-year plan as well. It's really good news. We never had longer than a 5-year plan. Now we have an 8-year plan. Here's why that's so important. Because I'm leaving. And you don't know what you're going to get next. Believe me, you don't know what you're going to get next. And so we wanted to try to take as much of the politics out of this as we possibly could. And so a new governor coming in his or her first 4 years, they're not going to want to do something on the gas tax again. They're not going to want to do something on infrastructure again. So this 8-year plan now takes us all the way out to 2024. That's going to last through almost the next 8 years of the new administration. And so it's important for us to have done that, and it was one of the things that the Senate President and the Speaker and the leaders, the Republican leaders in the legislature agreed upon. We needed to make sure we took more of the politics out of this business, because building roads, building bridges, resurfacing roads, resurfacing bridges, and building train systems isn't a Republican or a Democrat idea. Republicans, Democrats, independents, and everybody else rides on those roads and rides on those trains. And they don't care who's taking the credit. They just want it done. And this plan helps to get it done. So that's the first time in this history we have that.